This is Stacey Stone from Stone Bodyworks, and I have a stretch sequence prepared for you today to help loosen up the rib cage, the middle back, and the shoulders. It's great for anyone, actually, but if you play any rotational sports or you work at a desk, or you have any repetitive nature type job, it's a really good counterbalance to that. So we're going to begin with our fingers interlocked in front of us. We're going to step the feet just a little wider than the hips, knees are bent. We're going to zip the front of the pelvis up, pull the abdominal wall back. We want to do that to help straighten out the spine. We want to continue that awareness all the way up. So instead of a forward head like so, we're going to draw the tip of the chin back so that the crown of the head reaches up. From this position, we're going to protract and retract the shoulder blades. So protracting and retracting shoulder blades. And as you do this, we want to keep the elbows straight, and you don't want to let your shoulders shrug up. So that's kind of the learning points for this piece. Separating your arms, do the same movement. Elbows straight, spine straight, protract, retract shoulder blades. From here, we're going to do one at a time. So you're going to retract and protract your right side, and then you're going to retract it and pull into the open book position here. And then we release. So let's repeat that 2 more times. Retract the shoulder blade, pull into the open book position. Sorry, bow and arrow draw, that's what we're going to call that. We're moving into open book. So to here. Now let's hold here, make sure you're not shrugging your shoulder up. Drive your right elbow to the floor, chin in, crown to the sky. Work to turn your rib cage here. That's really what we want. So you don't want to just be here, right? We want to turn the rib cage. Let's practice that on the other side. So we're going to retract and protract the left shoulder blade. Okay? And then you're going to retract the shoulder blade, pull back into this bow and arrow draw. Notice my head is turning with this, so if you're able to do that too, that would be ideal. Retract the shoulder blade, pulling into this bow and arrow draw, turning your rib cage as you do. One more time. Retract, pull into the bow and arrow draw, and then release. Taking that a step further, back to side one, that right side, we retract, pull into the bow and arrow draw. We're going to open into this open book position. Try to turn your rib cage as much as you can to the right. Shoulders drop down away from the ears and you stretch into the arms. From here, we just reverse it. Bend the elbow and release. Let's repeat. Retract, bow and arrow draw to open book. Shoulders away from ears, crown to the sky, bend, release. One more time on that side. Retract, bow and arrow draw to open book, release. Repeating that on the other side. Left side, retract, bow and arrow draw, open book. Turn your rib cage. Shoulders away from your ears, stretch into your arms, looking at that back hand if you can. Release. 2 more times, retract, pull back into bow and arrow draw, open book, release. 1 more time, retract, pull back, open all the way up, shoulders down, stretch into the fingers, release, back to the start position. We've got 1 more piece to this. Okay, so we're going to retract and pull back. Once we open that back arm up, we're going to do a circle. So it looks a little like this. I'm going to look at my back arm. I'm going to draw 2 big circles, following my hand around, okay, with my eyes, with my head, and then we're going to do 1 more big circle, and we're going to end in that open book position. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, reach to the crown of your head, bend the elbow, release back to center. Repeating that on your left. Retract. Pull back, opening into open book. My eyes are on my hand. Drop the shoulders away from the ears, stretching the arms. 2 big circles. It doesn't matter if your circle is forward arm circle or backward. Just try to keep your eyes following that hand. 1 more time. We're going to end in the open book position like so. Drop your shoulders again, and then we reverse it back to center. Release your arms down. And then we're going to come back into standing and just put it together with what I call a standing ELDOA. So you're going to place your feet underneath your hip joint. Soften your knees a little bit so you can zip the front of the pubic bone up, the pelvis up, so that way we're not dropping here. Use your abs to pull your spine back so the lumbar spine straightens out. Chin pulls into a little retraction, crown of the head to the sky. Take a moment here so you can feel the feet and the legs rooting down, and spine lifting up all the way to the crown. From this position, we're going to take both arms straight ahead, externally rotate your shoulders, and extend your wrist. So the elbows are straight, and the elbow creases point towards the sky. With an inhale, take your arms all the way up above your head. Wrists are still in extension. You want to feel like you're trying to press the ceiling off of you, and then root down into your feet. And as you're holding here, we're doing our best to maintain the spine. So not this. Zip the front of the pelvis up, Pull the abdominal wall back, pull the chin back, and press the palms to the sky. And now find your breath, okay? Eyes are even with the horizon. We're gonna inhale, maintain the posture, and then exhale, get a little taller. Let's take 3 more breaths like that. Inhale, maintain, exhale, get taller. When I say get taller, I mean root into those feet, okay? Pull the abdominal wall back, straightening the spine, chin in, and reach up through the crown. 1 more breath. And with your exhale, release your arms down. Coming into a nice tall posture, you should feel a little bit taller now. You should be ready to head back into the rest of your day. So thanks for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time.